Well, that's pretty scary. It almost looked like I knew what I was doing, huh? Now see, the color of these stairs kind of goes with the family of colors. Stucco, you've got kind of that different color going on, the handrail. And this trim is kind of a greenish color. And then this has a green, brown, sludgy look. And I kind of like that for stairs because it'll keep the stairs pretty clean going up and down, walking up and down them. You're not going to leave tracks or something. If I were to have painted these the same color as the stucco or the trim, let's say up there, this trim straight up, you know, eventually the stairs would have looked dirty and tired all the time, and I'd always have to be painting them, okay, to make them look nice and clean. This color should last quite a while, and we're just at the cusp of winter, and maybe these stairs will be fine for the next 2 or 3 years. But after winter, when the summer comes, I'll look at the caulking along the sides, along the inside edge, up underneath, on the stairs, on the sides of the stucco and everything, and I'll be checking that. And if I have to put a little bit more, I will. It's a maintenance type issue at this point. And you know, if I do, I've got the paint color for the stairs, I've got the paint color for the stucco. I can put a little caulking wherever some of it cracked or something, or got loose or something like that, and then I can keep checking it, because now this is all sealed now. When the water gets on here, boom, 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 it's coming all the way down. It's not going to go between the step and the stucco, between the step here and the riser. It's not going to go in there because we've got all that caulked, we've got it all sealed, we've got it sealed on the sides and everywhere. I've got this floated where it's coming down hills, so when the water hits there, it's not going to puddle and set right in there and go back behind the stucco. It's going to come out this way. This over here is angled, so water hits there, it's going to come out. And then remember, I've got each step slightly sloped out. This one was sloping way back in, about 5/16 of an inch from this front edge on back, and I made that flat, and then I actually raised it up. It's about 5/16 high now, going down to here. Each one of these 3/16 to 5/16 high at this point, sloping on down. And I did all that with that Fix-It-All. And hey, these steps, don't they look nice? They look like they're brand new. And most of these steps are not 4x12s. They're kind of like a 4x12, but it's called a glulam beam material. 2x4 on edge, 2x4, 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 like 7 2x4s on edge. And again, I don't know why they did that. I would have used straight 4x12s all the way across there. That was the worst thing they could have done on there. There were all the edges, and the water could separate and get inside the cracks and go down in there. And we had a mold issue here. We got all that fixed and taken care of. Hey, if you didn't see that, my whole series that I've done on that, go look at on my channel under playlists, and go to where you see dry rot deck repairs, dry rot stair repairs, and you'll see all of the stuff. You won't believe what I had to do on the deck up there, and these stairs, the top 2 stairs, that 4x12 and that 4x12, I had to replace because they were water damaged, dry rot, all falling apart, all sunk down. In fact, the top one, let's take a look at that top one, shall we? The one that I tore out, you just won't believe it. Here's the other one I tore out, and it doesn't look too bad on that side, but look at this other side. Here's some dry rot coming out. Here's some more. Look at this other 4x12 over here. there it is. See, it's still got mold on the back. It's all eaten away. That was the top stair. Can you believe that? Look at that. See? That was the top stair in that corner. It was all eaten away. And then there's all that was dry rotted, and I could just pick it out with my screwdriver and a little scratcher. Came right out. Here's a layer of mold on the back side, and underneath the stairs was just awful. So there you go. That was the top stair tread. Okay. All because they didn't have it sealed properly, because they didn't have it framed properly, because they didn't have it angled properly. It's not going to happen anymore, I'll tell you that. Not going to happen anymore. That top one was that top one on the left-hand side. All of that was all eaten away. And the next one was bad too. It wasn't as bad, but I thought, hey, since it's kind of suspect, I might as well go ahead and replace it. Seems as though I had that column all pulled apart. And there's your remnants of it right there. Bad. So see, this was the glue lamp beam, I call it. Here's a 2x4 an edge. Here's another one. 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 You can see them all. See where the edges are. And so instead of getting one of those, I got a 4x12. And here's the remnant of the 4x12s that I got installed in there. See, it's just one piece of wood. That's what you call a 4x12. That was the scrap. Oh man, it's heavy. That was the scrap. I'll stack this one. I'll stack this one back up there in a little bit. Okay. But yeah, go to my playlists under dry rot stair repairs or replacement and dry rot deck repairs. Deck repairs, jeez. I had to tear the whole thing out. I didn't repair it, I rebuilt it. So I don't know if I'm going to title it dry rot deck repairs or dry rot deck yeah, probably dry rot deck repairs. That's probably what I'll do. I don't know how else to title it. Okay. Nice work. Now this is just a 3/8 nap roller. It's not even a 3/4 inch nap roller. I've already taken some off, but in here, I've taken that off. Okay, but just roll it. Look at all this paint that's coming off of this roller. There's quite a bit there. Now, can you imagine if you did this on a 9-inch roller? There's all kinds that come off it. All that paint. If you wash this roller out, all that paint is being wasted. That is a lot of paint. And I started taking some of it off, and I thought, geez, I want to show you all of the paint you can get off of your roller cover. It's quite amazing. And if that was a 3/4 inch nap, there would have been a lot more than that even. Okay, so that's a lot of paint, believe it or not. There's no reason to wash that out of your roller when you can put it right back in your paint can. Just take a putty knife and do that. That's a lot of paint. When you're down to the last little drops of your paint, you're thinking, oh shoot, I hope I can finish, or I hope I have enough for paint touch-up. You will now. Okay? And this is still in that paint tray. That plastic inserts, I got 2 plastic inserts and I'm still using the one. See, this other one is still brand new underneath here. And all I did was wipe this out and put the rest in my paint can. And now I can just wash out the paintbrush and my paint roller and probably this little thing here too. I don't have to wash this out. It's still okay. I mean, I could use this quite a few times without having to rinse it out. I've been rinsing it out, cleaning it each time. You really don't have to do that. Okay, so if I had any paint in there, you want to clean that edge out. And man, I don't know when I'm going to use this paint again, but I'm sure glad I found that in the garage, because then I didn't have to match up that other paint. Saved me 40 bucks. I always put a rag over that, just in case you have one little amount there and then you tap it and it goes up on top of your carpet, on your floor, on your wall, whatever. Okay, water cleanup. That's what I like. I don't like using the oil-based paint. I like the latex enamel, or anything that I can wash up with soap and water. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Beautiful. And you did it yourself and you saved big. Well, I just got done painting these stairs. These turned out really good. If you want to see that on my channel, you can go to my playlists and you can punch in or look under dry rot stair replacements, and you can see all the different videos I did on these stairs. But that's not what I wanted to show you right now. I wanted to show you what these were. Every homeowner should have these in the winter, and I'm going to show you that right now.